Hello guys, this is my Roland TD-3 electronic drum set review. So let's begin. Very nice kit, I just had. Very reliable. Never had a problem with it. The sounds have remained pristine clear. All the pads still function properly after 7 years of constant use. And yeah, let's go. So what we're talking about here is this thing, the brain, the kit essentially. This is the Roland percussion sound module TD-3, and well, it's an entry-level kit, so the brain doesn't really have that much to it, you know. Whereas you get the TD-20s, where the brain is like 3 times the size with 10 times the amount of stuff you can do. But anyway, first of all, here we've got the drum kit, which is basically the kit you want to use. The presets, there are up to 32 presets, so that's anything from, you know, rock presets to blues to jazz, you know, anything to hip hop or drum and bass. I tend to go for this one. This is my preferred kit, but most people go for something different. You know, at random, you know, it sounds different, and then if you go all the way to the end, the kits sound a lot different, with the sort of bongo sounds, more of a sort of native feel to it. So that's a very good feature. I like that a lot. And then down here you have the instruments section. Basically, with this, if you're not happy with one of the presets that are on the kit, you can change each pad individually. So you can make essentially your own preset for 1 to 32. And for instance, you've got the snare sound here. If I go up a couple, completely different sound. Same with the hi-hat. Go up, different sounds. So you can change the whole kit to have a kit the way you like it, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the level. Basically, this changes the volume of each of the pads. So the snares at 15, go all the way down to, say, what's 5. It's a lot quieter. So if you want some of the pads to be louder than others, you can do that. So that's quite a cool feature. Then you've got the tempo. Basically, this is for click, which is the metronome. So I've got it at 161 BPM, and then you can go all the way down to, say, 133. A lot slower. So yeah, it's got a built-in metronome, so you can keep yourself in time, which is pretty cool. The coach. Now, I haven't really got a lot to say about this because I've never actually used it. But from my understanding is basically it uses the metronome and it goes up and down tempos, so you can play along to it, but you can also it teaches you how to play in different times, how to play faster or slower, for instance. So it's quite cool, but I've never really had any use out of it. So yeah, let's have a look at the pads, shall we? First of all, we've got the snare with the mesh pad. A bit damaged. It's got a split here from no fault of my own. But and it's also got the, if you can see here, the raised rim, so you can a lot easier to play rim shots with. And the mesh pad, very responsive, very good feature. It's got more of a feel of a real snare drum, other than the actual rubber pads. It feels more like a snare drum. You can get your rattles going, you can do your drum rolls, and you know, it gives a better sound also, so that's a cool feature. And then each of the toms all have rubber pads. Now, they're not mesh, so they're not quite as responsive, not quite as resilient, but they are reliable. They do give good sounds. They've got a good feel to them also, so that's good. The 2 cymbals we've got here, 2 cymbals. which is only half of a cymbal, so you can only actually play the front half, but who plays the back half anyway. And what a good feature of these is, you can choke them, so much like a real cymbal. You can choke them, and each cymbal, even though there's only two, they each can have two sounds each. So you play the rim on this one, has that sound. Play the middle, has the same sound actually, but not the right kit to show you. Hopefully this one will be different. Play the rim, has that sound. Play the middle. Oh yeah, good. Has the sound of a ride cymbal. So you can have 4 cymbals just using 2, which is quite cool. And then you've got the hi-hat here, which is again just 1 pad. But that makes absolutely no difference at all. You've still got the pedal down here, so you can still you can still use it. It's just like a real hi-hat. You got the pedal. It's very responsive. It's just like playing a real hi-hat basically. And last but not least, the bass drum, which is a little bit small, so it's kind of hard for a double bass pedal to give out its real sound. But again, very responsive, very reliable. Never had any problems with it as such. Sort of hasn't got quite the feel of a real bass drum though. When you hit it, it's sort of, instead of the feel of hitting the skin on a real bass drum, it does feel very solid, and you can't really do much with it. But still, then again, it's it can do basically most things you want. There's no problems with it. And yeah, that's the kit basically. Very nice kit. I would recommend purchasing it for an entry-level kit. And well, even if you're playing pro, it's still quite a good kit to play. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope it helped out a lot, and catch you guys later.